Hello everyone, Felipe here again here with Daniel. We are going to keep working with side control, but this time from the bottom, right? We're going to work with some escapes and some counters that we can try. As soon as we're done with the side control part, considering that we probably have to do more videos, I'm going to switch to the half guard, okay, which is my favorite position and it's good because it doesn't require so much space as well. So you can also practice that at home. So let's start already, everyone. Nice to see you. Moving the head sideways. Up and down. Circling the head. Both directions. And circling the arm. And the other arm. And hips. Okay, we're gonna lay down. And we're gonna bridge. Sometimes inside the one. And hip escape also, sometimes inside. Okay, and we're going to do another motion here, everyone. Situation that I'm going to turn my entire body to the right, shoulders and hips. As I turn my body to the right, I'm going to step with my left foot here in front of my knee. I'm going to extend the bottom leg. And here, without using my arms, I'm just going to move my hip up and I'm going to be in the turtle position. I'm going to go back, I'm going to lay down, and I'm going to turn my body entirely to the left, shoulder and legs to the left. I step with my right foot in front of my knee, I extend the bottom leg, and I'm going to lift my knee, okay? And go back. Pay attention that I'm not rotating like this, okay everyone? I want to make sure that I turn my hip up in the least space as possible. So again, I turn to the left, step to the right, extend the leg, hip up. Go back, turn to the right, step to the left, extend the leg, and hip up. Okay, I'm going to do that 10 times, inside, to the side, up, okay? Another exercise that we're going to do as well, people, is going to be the Turkish get up move. Alright, situation that I'm going to be laying down. I want to drop my left elbow and the left knee on the floor. I want to sit up, and as I push, I want to have my arm aligned with my hip, and I'm going to lift my hip slightly here as I'm pushing my opponent away. I'm going to go back and I'm doing exactly to the other side. At the same time, right elbow and right knee drop. I bring myself up. I'm not pushing forward, okay? I'm pushing into the direction of my knee, okay, with my thumb pointing down. And I'm going to go back. Same thing to the other side. Left knee and left elbow drop. I bring myself up over my elbow and my knee, pushing away. The same thing to the right, okay, one side and the other side. 1 and 2, okay people, also 10 times inside. And last but not least, rolling over the shoulder, okay, watch the head, landing on the knee, and then we'll go forward. And the other side, everyone, rolling over the shoulder, landing on the knees, or landing on the hip as well, whatever you feel like doing. 5 times each side, back and forth, and we're gonna go now with some positions. Okay, people, let's go. Okay, everyone, so we're gonna be working with bottom side control, right? Situation that my priority here is to protect myself, all right, and having the opportunity, I want to escape, okay, people. So thing is, it is important for us to understand that when my opponent has a good control, all right, Daniel is going to be super tight, she's going to be probably using the crossface here, the situation that she's gonna have this top control. And what is important for me in the first place, people, is that I can protect my arms. So never holding your opponent like this. A lot of people do this, but this only makes sense if we're preventing punches, which is not the case, okay? The problem with this is if I'm holding Dania, I'm not moving, okay? I'm increasing her pressure and I'm also exposing my arms. If Dania wraps my arm right now, okay? Yeah, you can do this, or you can do with this one as well, exactly. So she's gonna basically have both arms to attack right now. So I don't wanna give them to her, so I wanna be tight here, and I want to protect myself, try to stay tight. And what I want to do, first of all, is to get some space, okay? So the first one we're gonna watch is the hip escape, which we see happening more often. So what I'm going to do right now is create some distance between our heads, because as long as she has the head close to me, that shoulder is putting a lot of pressure. So what I want to do is I want to turn my wrist under her chin, and I want to place my hand here in front of her face, okay? One thing that you guys should pay attention is because a lot of people try to circle the hand to put in front of the face. The issue with that is that if I circle, I give Dania the opportunity of getting an Americana here, for example, and we don't want that to happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna stay tight, okay? I'm going to bring my hand under her chin, and I wanna start pushing her chin away from me. And pay attention, people, I'm not pushing up, okay? I'm not gonna be able to get space, then it's going to smash, and she even can get a wrist lock here. What I want to do in reality, as Dania is pushing, I want to start pushing her head towards my hip, so now I get some space. Okay, now that I get some space, I want to bring this arm that is here close to the hip. I want to bring my forearm in front of the hip, and I want to start blocking, okay? And now I'm going to use my frames. I want to be pushing her hip. I want to be pushing her head. If Dania is on my right side, I'm going to step with the left foot, hip escape to the left. As soon as I have enough space, I'm gonna start bringing my shin in and straightening my body to put the guard back and start working from here, okay? Pay attention, people. As soon as your shin got in like this, make sure that you stretch your body right away. If I stay here, then it's gonna be able to push my knee away and regain side control. We don't want that to happen, okay? So one more time. I'm gonna be here with Dania, okay, situation that she's smashing me, she's keeping the control. I'm gonna stay tight as possible. I'm gonna start bringing my hand under her chin, in front of the face, and I'm pushing her head towards my hip, okay? This elbow slides in front of the hip. I'm gonna be pushing the head, pushing the hip, and I'm gonna hip escape to the opposite side. Dania's on my right, I hip escape to the left. I place my shin in, straighten my body right away, and we're gonna be playing from the guard right here, okay? The other side works the same, people. I'm gonna have experience Dania here on my side. I wanna be tight with my elbows, my hand here. She's gonna be smashing here. I'm never going around, always under the chin, push her face towards the hip, the elbow in front of the hip. Dania is on my left, so I hip escape to the right, place my shin in, straighten my body, and now we're gonna be back in the guard, okay? So this, everyone, you can switch. For the next class, we're gonna start doing this as a drill, and we're going to be doing this one in all of the classes, because this one is a very important one that you guys should pay attention to, okay? Let's move forward, everyone. All right, everyone. We're gonna work with another option here, which it is my favorite way to escape, because I'm gonna be able to escape and already put Dania in a difficult position. Because the other one that we saw is not bad, but we kind of started from neutral. All right, situation where my opponent has the opportunity of passing my guard again, and this time I'm gonna work to end up on top. All right, so here, I'm going to pretty much do the same thing. Stay tight here, Dania, please. Console. Okay. So I'm gonna be here again, bringing my hand under her chin. I'm gonna push her face away, and what I'm going to do is I'm gonna bring this hand in here between the legs, and I'm gonna start pushing her leg. Turn around here, Lucas, to the back. Okay. I'm gonna start pushing her leg that is close to my hip. I wanna have this control right here. Okay. So now that I have this control, I'm gonna keep the grips that I have, and I'm gonna start turning my hip, and I'm gonna start bringing my knee towards the hip, and I'm gonna be trapping her foot, okay? Why is it important for me to trap the foot? Because at the moment that I have my ankle next to her ankle, she's no longer gonna be able to turn to the other side, okay? Now that I have this situation, then it's gonna still trying to get the control on me, okay? But I'm gonna bring my hand in, and I'm gonna get the underhook on Dani, okay? And now this is the situation that I wanted to talk about, because I need this underhook to escape, and this is going to be very powerful. But the problem is, if I didn't have trapped the foot before, if this was here, then I could simply do that other exercise where she steps behind my head and move to the other side and switch to the back, okay? So that's why trapping her foot is so important. So come back, Dania. We're gonna start over. So Dania is here on side control. I push the head, I brought my arm through. I'm going to start pushing the ankle, turning the hip, and bringing my ankle next to her ankle. And now that I'm here, I'm gonna start fighting to get the underhook. And as long as I have the underhook and her foot trapped, then I can no longer switch sides and take her back. Okay? So from here, everyone, I just want to keep the control, and we're going to do that exercise that we did in the beginning of the class. Okay? I have my foot in front of my knee, I extend the bottom leg, and I want to come up, and I'm going to be next to Dani in this position. And we're going to have this position that we call dogfight. Okay? Two situations that can happen right here. If Dani gives up for some reason, the overhook, boom, I'm just taking it back. Normally, this doesn't happen. Normally, Dani is going to keep the overhook and in order to prevent me from going to the back. So what I'm going to do is, the other hand that I have free, I'm going to post behind her leg. Okay, my hand is going to go behind her leg. I'm going to post on the floor, and I just want to circle around her hip to bring her down, and now I have side control done it. And I'm going to be working from here. Okay? One more time, everyone. So, I'm here with Dania. Alright, I'm going to get space. I'm going to bring my hand inside, pushing her leg, turning the hip towards the leg, and trapping the foot. I get the underhook, bring myself up, and now we're both in the situation that we call dogfight, okay? From here, Dania's trying to push, I'm trying to push Dania, and we're gonna have this scenario. The hand that is free goes here, behind the leg. I circle her hip towards my hand. Now I have the side control, and I'm gonna work from here, okay? And of course, guys, when we're doing this, we're going to do this in a faster pace. All right, so I'm gonna show how this works a little bit faster. But this is a very effective one, really difficult for an opponent to counter. And if you guys are able to get the grips that you need, you guys are probably gonna have a bunch of success with this. Switch sides on it, please. So, I'm here with Dania. I push the head, push the foot, I trap the foot on the hook, come up, block the leg, switch the side, and now I'm gonna be working from side control. All right? This one, everyone, same thing as before. We're going to understand the steps right now. Okay, you guys can always switch between you. Try to do step by step. In the following classes, we're gonna have this as a drill, all right? So you guys can do between you. And it's one of my favorite ones, so I wanted to give a special attention to. Let's train, everyone. Okay, everyone, so same thing as we've been doing every time, okay? But we're gonna focus more on the escaping part. So what I want from you guys is people from top, as usual, try to get a submission from the positions that you have. But I'm gonna ask, especially for the person from the top, to focus more on the side control, not so much on the transitions, because I wanna work on your defenses a little bit more. Okay, so the person from the top is going to mainly attack from the side control, try to get a submission, and I want you guys from the bottom to really defend yourselves and find the gaps to work. So I'm here, I'm gonna be trying to attack Dani, I'm gonna try to get a choke, then I got the distance, now she can start hip escaping, placing her guard back. If she manages to do this, good for her. We start over from side control and we keep working. If I'm here doing the motion, I manage to get a submission, good for me, we start over. So the idea of the person on top is keep side control, try to keep your position and get a submission. People from the bottom, try to escape, either by putting the guard back, as we did in the first position, or by ending up on top, as we did on the second one. Okay, we're gonna see a lot of them, but maybe let's have this dynamic going on. One of you on top for 3 minutes, then you guys switch, and then you can add some regular rolls. Okay, and be safe everyone, have fun, see you guys tomorrow, bye bye.